Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And we're underway. Now it's Luis Suarez. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Good spot, he's seen the run.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Milan with the corner, there first. Punched away. And now they can spring out of defence. Cafu.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Luis Suarez. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Denilson. Luis Suarez. And he's heaved it away. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it and he's there. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Chiellini clears. And claimed it back swiftly. Neuer. Now Costa Curta. Danielson. Now it's Pedri. Now it's Torres. Petit. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And that's put paid to a promising move.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
That is good alertness. That's been cut out, well played. Pedri.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Pass is just off target. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Big chance! They've scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, easy pickings there. And it's played forward. That's gone for a throw-in. No way through there. Costa Curta.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He can run onto that. Pedri. And here's Cruyff. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Danielson going full tilt down the left. Now it's Cruyff. Deftly away. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
He is through here. Del Piero with the cross. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Danielson just eases him off the ball. Luis Suarez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he was quick to react. Looking for options for movement. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Beckham. Cruyff. Good read, needed to be. And that was very necessary. Forwards and with intent. Pedri. Chiellini getting this one clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? The final 5 minutes. And it's Del Piero. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Field. Number 13, Pedri. Number 5, Danielson. Number 15, Chouameni. Coming on the field, number 26, Kagawa. Number 22, number 3, Pep Guardiola.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Good effort from distance. And the number on the board is 3. And he's there to retrieve it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Luis Suarez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. The action has already started. Nielsen. Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Now it's Luis Suarez to Nielsen. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That'll be a throw. In comes the cross. Corner then. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, he's burst through! That has been cut short. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Yamal couldn't squeeze it through. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. White wins the duel this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Davids, and that's been intercepted. And it's Griezmann. Valverde. Now Costa-Curta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, that's been intercepted. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's picked his way through. It's their second corner of the game. Milan can try it again now. Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. And the pass is intercepted. Griezmann.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Davids. Luis Suarez. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So off we go once more. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Cleared without complication. Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
The attendance for this match
It's a goal
was
kick.
72,306.
And that is a little undercooked. That's a nicely measured pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Davids spots it and intercepts. Has a look and plays it forward. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Davids calmly anticipates. It is a corner, good chance.
Substitutions taking place.
That'll be a throw-in. Decent hit! Goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's in a good position here. He's on, and the shot! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which, for me, deserved that equaliser. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
And it's played forward. That's a sharp pass. Mbappe!
There will be 3
Mbappe
minutes at a
proves
time.
just a little bit too strong. deftly away. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. That's the end. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talk.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody,
Without a
and
doubt, it
welcome
is
to
the week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. Suarez gets flagged offside. Fiddles it through, and he's intervened well there. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi's cross. Played in by Perez. Messi! And it's a goal!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Milan are already chasing. Oh, he's taken it. He's got to be in here. Now the finish! Oh, taken with style. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs.
Beckenbauer gets it away. Well, they've got it again. He can get that clear. Ball is over the line. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Mbappe! And he's managed to get rid. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. That's really well cleared. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ronaldinho. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done. I think there's actually a quiet confidence in pulling this off.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Throw in. Khan punts it upfield. Guardiola calmly anticipates. Oh, that's a key interception. Adams clears. Ronaldinho with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. That's a sharp pass, and the pass is intercepted. Well read, nice interception. That's a little off target. Messi, played into space out wide. Griezmann. What a throw in. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, nicely intercepted. Fernando Torres. Costa Curta is there to clear. And the whistle goes for half-time. Milan head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Stood up well to him there. And he can clear it away. And here's Torres.
Fernando Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. That is good alertness. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Perez in acres of space out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Luis Suarez under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
And it's Fernando Torres. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And they've got a throw. Ball's out once more. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Costa Curta really added the width there, thanks to...
Gets his head to it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And he was quick to react. And they've got rid. Guardiola. That's a nicely measured pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could...
He's having a hit! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Ronaldinho, number 10. Perez.
Quality ball. It's a promising position.
Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rodri. Coming on the
Well,
field,
both sides
number
might have to
20,
settle for a draw here,
Mbappe.
although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Di Maria.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Petit. Substitution.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And it's been taken short, distributed tidily. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, well played, well played. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And as you can see, we've already started here. Haaland. Oh, they could break here. Oh, super find. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this fella Yuri Tielemans, Peter, I don't think you get many better than him when it comes to connecting the team's attack and defence. Positional intelligence, that's what we're talking about. The way he can change rhythm in accordance to what's going on around him.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's found a way through. Rodri gets across to intercept that. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Looking for the run. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Tielemans.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he cuts out the supply, and it's Griezmann. That's good vision. Well timed, excellent interception. Tielemans. Aimed beyond it. And the shot! Goal! Milan!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Tielemans. Petit. Guti.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Luis Suarez! Oh, split-second reaction.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Marlen. Griezmann. Haaland. Luis Suarez. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. He has found the way through. Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first at it? And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. So your views on the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Milan come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. Here we go again. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Tielemans. Asensio. Marlon. Rodri. Petit. And it's Luis Suarez. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Muscular approach does pay off here. Milan are still that goal to the good. Asensio. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
The attendance for
Aim
this match
forwards.
was 71,649.
Now it's Luis Suarez. That looks a crack. And Guti! Matson. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And he was quick to react.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's tried one! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Matson. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Asensio. Marlen. Chip through. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Costa Curta. Here's Griezmann. And he's forced to go back. Driving on and making good progress. Up he goes! So close to drawing level.
It looked like he got a bit anxious there when the pressure was on.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Just 5 minutes left. Oh, easy pickings there. Last chance, perhaps. Again! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
Disasi cuts it out. Bailey. Goalkeeper's ball. And we're done. Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Petit, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello, everybody,
Without a
and
doubt, it is the
welcome to
week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A
Against
sporting event
Inter.
which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Messi, Rummenigge. And here's Berbatov. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Has another go. He's delivered all right.
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause. Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Messi. Turns back here, probably the best option. Rodri powering forward here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Adams.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was...
There's the shot! He scores! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Rummenigge. And there's green grass ahead of him. Picked out brilliantly. Well, that's an excellent interception. It'll be a throw-in. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Haaland. Oh, nicely intercepted. Messi. Pass is just off target. Tonali. Rice. That is good alertness.
There will be 1 minute at
And
a
that
time.
interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's well spotted. And the first 45 minutes are up. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half
Please
success
join
with
me in wishing
another
all
show
the
of
best
strength?
for members of our fan club
Well,
celebrating
you have
their
to say it's a
wedding
game that has
anniversary
very
today.
much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up.
Substitution.
And the action is back underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's really well cleared. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Costa Curta clears it away. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
The attendance for this
Rummenigge
match was 71,898.
engages and forces him off the ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, quality, and here's a chance! And that has left him in a heap. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's away! Oh, he's got a... he's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. De Bruyne with the clearance. Griezmann. Costa Curta. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Now it's Berbatov. Rummenigge. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Nice ball, and he's in here. Great hit! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Musiala.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Adams moved on forwards. And it's De Bruyne. Wan-Bissaka kept his eye on it, and he's there. And they win it back again. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. And there goes the final whistle. Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. There's the hit! Goal!
Well, They would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That was a given, it always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
The goal scorer for Milan after 5
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Del Piero. That has been slung wide.
Luis Suarez.
He can run onto that. Del Piero goes searching with that cross.
What a letdown.
Griezmann! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Milan have got it back, and they'll have another go.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's played forward. Played out to the right. Del Piero, and the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a climb! Oh, taken with style! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible.
He's got the shot away! Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Belts one! Griezmann getting this one clear. Adams. Oblak is there to clear. Hernandez. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, super find. Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
Milan find a position of real strength now. And the pass is intercepted. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Oh, that's a key interception. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That is good alertness. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment.
Oh, how that cross missed.
Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Petit. Now it's Lewandowski.
2 added minutes has been
And back to the
indicated.
keeper they go. And he's managed to get rid. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. But look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute
Please grab
deflation.
the tickets you were given when you were walking
Peter,
through the
do I
gates.
really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Milan 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it.
Substitution.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Here's a sharp little ball here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And that is expertly dealt with. Hernandez. Griezmann. He's gone for goal! Oh! Fantastic! A finish right from the top draw! And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is this the start of a comeback? He might be in here! Can he put it away? It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Cafu. It's a good run down the right. Messi going full steam down the flank. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Griezmann. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's going to be a goal kick. And they're quick to get it back. Traoré, Rodrigo. Messi. Costa Curta clears. Good spot, he's seen the run. Guti.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Gently done. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Griezmann short changes him with that pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, there's the clearance. And that has left him in a heap. Luis Suarez! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Tries a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's the throw. Traoré. He's gone for goal. And that is the last effort of the game. Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Luis Suarez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a win that came as a result of an ideal start, Peter. A high octane.